Brunch Time with Mayegun live. And thank you so much for joining me. Please read beyond the caption of this broadcast. Read the description as well. Like it. Share it. To invite your friends and your not so friendly friends, your frenemies, and tell them that it is time. Brunch time with Mayegun. Thank you. So this morning or this afternoon, depends on the time you are joining us, from the stable of Kolu, he has dropped another one, still on the economic hardship, economic ruinship, the economic ruins of Nigeria by these rogues and criminals. You know, before now it was like you need a baby step of pain that they are doing reform. You see, all over the world, where you will see countries or governments all over the world talking about reforms. Reforms include fiscal discipline, fiscal responsibility. That is just a fancy word for prudence, accountability, and taking responsibility. You cannot be told to be going through baby walk of pain or going through the child labor. You know, when a pregnant woman is about to deliver a baby, the pain of labor. These are the words of Tinubu. So they can be asking you to endure the pain of labor, the pain of baby work, while they are busy buying for themselves luxury with your money, piling up debts, devaluing your currency. But you are the ones that would have to endure. Sure you get, so it doesn't work that way, except in the contraption called Nigeria, where the likes of Tinubu have the endorsement, the support of the Ronukus, the Ronu Nazis, the bad idiots, the bad stats. You know something, right? When you meet the politically correct Olori Brukus, they are always like, must you abuse? At least you can deliver your message. You can do all this without name calling. Now that name calling, makes this more interesting, because there are so many of you who have no idea. Number one, you don't have anything to do with responsibility. You love passing the blame, passing the buck. But the name calling is just the spice, or what do you call it? It's just like adding a spice to the dish of what you deserve. Every day, I've said this before, every day, people are supposed to wake up in the morning. In the morning, they should curse you. In the afternoon, they should curse you. In the evening, they should curse you. You know, every weather, every season, you should be cursed. The reason is because a lot of you are the enablers of all this madness, which is not even limited. You know, it's not the consequences is not limited to you. Innocent people, children, have become the victim of this madness. But you still won't take responsibility. It's unfortunate too. So if I am kind of like a very nice one, generous one. There are those who sabi cause, go, if you stay or more. Even if you don't want to listen, even if you believe that a cause is not the work, they go still get under your skins to make you very much uncomfortable. I am generous. I'm kind of like fair in my own postulations and all that. If Tinubu, the shitty man, APC, Egbekegbe, if they are delivering on any of their okay, I wanted to say if they are delivering on their promises, at the same time, we all know that Tinubu never really promised anything. He never really promised anything. So it's pretty much like expecting something from somebody who never promised you anything. So you have to kind of like look into your own stuff and say, well, am I not the one who is having problems here? Because this person never really promised you anything. There's no record that he promised you anything other than your dinner will not be imported, your lunch will not be imported. Abi, where's that video where he said that your lunch will not be imported? Farmers will make money, farmers will make more money, and all that nonsense.
The farmer will make more money. Your lunch will not be imported. Cassava gari, yeah. The farmers will make money. The dinner will be cassava by
Turn the so-called Yahoo boys to experts in manufacturing and creation of chips that intercept and all. The transmission line is a super highway. For generated electricity and power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn.
If we lend ourselves to innovation, we can create wonders. Yeah, it's a successful again, a town hall, different from Bulaba.
So he never really promised anything. Also, he never okay, I think he did promise that one. He said he will continue from wherever Bokwari stopped. So this Shege was the only promise that Tinubu gave. So now Tinubu just said that this your hardship, which is this Shege, he cannot solve this Shege with an instant coffee maker or something like that. Coffee solution. I don't even understand what that means. Do you? Like if somebody says, oh, I can't solve this hardship with instant coffee solution. What is instant coffee solution? Instant coffee. Okay. Instant coffee is like you have this sachet of coffee and you boil the kettle, and you pour the coffee in a cup, and then you pour the hot water, you stir it, add cream, add sugar, and then drink. That seems like the okay, espresso. Espresso. But it's been 18 months before Tinubu. You are buying a liter of petrol for 167 naira. A bag of rice was 30,000 naira. Iyanopaja to Angono, Oshodi to my 2 was 100 naira. Today, maybe it's like about 800 naira or 700 naira. Abi, Ibadan to Lagos was how much? 800 naira. This was last year. Today, you need 4,000 naira to travel from Ibadan to Lagos. So he has added to your shege. He called it baby step of pain and all that nonsense. So it's a bit, it's a bit far-fetched, so to say. So I don't understand what an instant coffee solution means. And I don't know if that's what you're asking for. When people said that your policies which is the rent-seeking policies. Your policies have made life hellish for people. But he came out and he said, well, that's it. They increased the electricity tariff. They increased, the cost of the petroleum, so to say, lying to you that they removed the subsidy and all that nonsense, right? And that changed your everything. It changed your life. It changed your it changed your way of life. It changed how you are living. So what is the instant coffee solution then? Somebody said it's espresso. You can't even buy a coffee now anyway. It's that bad. So the bottom line is that it is going to get worse. And I know some of the Abrodian bad idiots, Ronukus, the Ronu Nazis, they frustrated their souls. Some of them who are actually not in Nigeria too. That, in all honesty, even though they are like using what is called the coping mechanism, some of them, as foolish as they are, right, they actually didn't believe that Nigeria is going to get this worse this fast. I don't know how dumb some people are though, right? But at least if you see anybody that claims to be a bad idiot or a bad stat, or they have a name for themselves, a Baptist. Okay, they call themselves Baptist or something like that. So many of them, they actually never really believed that things will be this bad. Even though some of them are still blaming Bokwari. All right, they are blaming Bokwari, forgetting the fact that Tinubu brags that he brought Bokwari as his achievement, so to destroy Nigeria. Now he's now saying that he's fixing the destroyed Nigeria, the Nigeria destroyed by APC, the Bokwari. But many of them actually didn't, like if you have one-on-one with them, they will tell you, they will tell you that is the ones who have not been like completely mad now, because some of them are lunatics, so to say. Honestly, they are like, mentally deranged people, so to say. But there are some of them that once, they are not in that zone, and you ask them that, did you expect things to become this bad? When you are shouting, Kolu Tinubu last year, they will tell you, honestly, man. Some will even give you an excuse that maybe because he's old now. Some are giving excuses that it's surrounded by selfish people, by greedy people. They are like giving excuses after excuse after excuses and all of that. They don't want to take responsibility. And I barely see them shout, I stand with Tinubu, I stand with Tinubu, because but there are still those ones, you get now, they are like the stubborn flies that follow the corpse to the grave. You get those ones who are like already like irredeemable, mentally like gone, right? Rather than probe Tinubu and this illegitimate government, they will just quickly just go into a tirade. You get like in a serious one, the PDP don't destroy that. Just say, really near me. From when to when? But what can Obi do? Is he Obi that will now come and just say, I'm asking you a question about Tinubu. I'm not asking you. See, we don't know what Obi could have done. We will never know. This is Tinubu that you were almost lynching and killing people for just last year. Some of you even killed people for him. Now look at where you are today. I am asking you a question, like answer me this question. Did you expect this when you were jumping up and down for Kolu a year ago? Did you actually expect that things will become this? That some of you, not only you become wretched, that you have become beggars. Did you envisage any of this? But but why are you stammering? I'm giving you examples of people. Some of them I've actually spoken to. They know me very well. Like somebody who would never side there with, with this lunatic, so to say. They know that. But when you are behind someone who has now become more or less like a weapon fashioned against you, you are losing almost everything. A lot of them can no longer, not just that they can't feed, some of them are now withdrawing their children from school. They are no longer standing. They are no longer standing with Tinubu. Every sector of the economy, and to make it worse, they are also seeing Tinubu and his appointees living large. Living large, like Davida, what do they call that thing? Davida Luca. They are living large, seriously, buying themselves expensive automobiles, latest automobiles. Some of them who are like, that people have been saying, right? They are living so large that you can't believe that Nigeria is going through economic ruins by these people. Tinubu bought himself a new private jet, even though it is actually a used one, though. But they paid the money for a brand new private jet for a local plane. Is globe-trotting. He just left Riyadh for something that he could have actually posted it on Twitter. That nonsense he went to go and read in Saudi Arabia. He could have posted it on Twitter or gave it to NTA to publish it and say, this is our advice for Israel and Gaza, Israel and Palestine, and stay in Abuja. But they still have to go and find, they still went to go and grab, discuss Forex to send him and others to Abuja, to Saudi Arabia, Forex dollars. I left Riyadh this morning, maybe to France. You are likely not going to see him maybe for another 1 week or two. While you are there, waiting for, I don't know any of you asking for quick coffee solution. I don't know. Nigeria's debt has skyrocketed. The debt to GDP has ballooned. And you can't really point to what exactly is the reform that he is doing. If he's reforming, for example, if he's reforming the power sector, for example, at least you can say, by the time they finish the reform they are doing in the power sector, all of us will now have our own meters. And then, businesses can possibly improve. No. They are just feeding you with lies, feeding you with, fake news. And your life continues to go down the drain. So I don't know what this instant coffee solution actually means, though. So his wife, his ministers, their family members, they are cashing out big time. They are emptying your treasury as, there is no end in sight. There is no relief in sight. But somehow, they want you to believe. If you live through Bukwari's time, Bukwari's 8 years. Now, Bukwari, somebody who's felt like, a lot of people felt like there could never have been anything worse than Bukwari. Now, so Tinubu said, hold my cup. I will show you that there can be worse, a lot worse than Bukwari. Today, Nigeria's economy is in what? Is in the gutters. And they are like, we are recovering. How? You are not recovering. No, you're not. And I don't know what an instant coffee solution means. But any solution this time will actually really do, right? Now, for the upteenth time, again, they are now feeding us, which honestly, right, I actually want it to be true. You know me, I have said it many times that you have been through a lot in that contraption. Even if you are a Tinubu supporter or you are not, it doesn't matter now. People have been through hell. And sometimes when this guy comes out and say, oh, we are going to do so and so, I personally do really pray and wish or join that it's true. Dangote Refinery, the NNPCL that told us in August, I say in August or September, in September, with all the media frenzy, that they will be the one to buying Dangote's oil. Then only for them to retract that few weeks after, 2 weeks after, and they continue their importation of fuel. With the diluted mixed product from Malta, which has given Ohando a lot of leverage and so much money in a space of just 1 year. So only for them to turn around again and say, no, they are not buying from Dangote. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now they have come back again. Mele Kyari, the person who is supposed to stay jail, is still your NNPC, what's that, director or MD, GMD. He is also the CEO of NNPCL. The whole scam. The guy came out again. They said, okay, we have changed our mind. We are now going to stop importation. We are stopping the importation of 24 trillion naira imports. This is the latest that we are now going to be buying from Dangote. Okay, I really do wish it's true. The IPMAN, I've been waiting, they call them independent petrol marketers in Nigeria. They said, okay, we have reached an agreement with Dangote. What kind of agreement? Initially, they said the landing cost. This is the confusing part, but we will try to untangle it for the layman's understanding, which is you and me, okay? So the news says they are going to stop importing fuel now. This morning, they said they are going to stop importing fuel, that they are going to buy it from Dangote. Sounds good, but at what price, right? They also said the oil marketers in Nigeria, they can now buy directly from Dangote. The last time they said Dangote's petroleum is expensive. Dangote said no. They said Dangote's petroleum is more expensive than the imported one. But Dangote said no, that's impossible. That his own petrol per liter is 990 naira per liter. So the oil marketer said, if Dangote can reduce it, then they can buy from him, okay? And they can factor in all other logistic costs. So it makes sense at the time. But what didn't make sense was that the shrewd secrecy in how much gogo is the landing cost of the imported mortar fuel. And don't forget, the same way Dangote built his refinery in Nigeria for business is the same way Tinubu and Wale Tinubu decided to invest in a refinery in Malta. And the one they invested in Malta has been supplying more than 60% of the imported fuel to Nigeria in the last 18 months. So if Dangote is going to stop the importation, that means Ohando, Wale Tinubu, and others, they would have to probably count their losses of investing in Malta, which has yielded tremendous profit for them, and at greater